The audio is pretty terrible in recording this segment of the video, so I'm just gonna voice over it for you guys. But basically, what's going on here is this is the start point. 9:50 a.m. in the morning, and I had gotten it charged up to 100% battery. Took it off the charger. So we're gonna go through the rest of the day from this point, and just see how long the battery lasts with battery check-ins on this video. But for some context for you guys to understand, I do have Gemini Nano turned on, so I went into developer options and turned on, the setting for it in the AI core settings. Also have Helium Mobile GPS mapping turned on as well to map and earn crypto. So these things are running in background. So these are going to make a play on the battery life. But without these things, it does do pretty good in battery, but I'll explain later on in the video. We got 120 hertz refresh on the display. We got brightness, does pretty good in sunlight brightness. So all these things, as I go out throughout the day and just kind of share with you guys how things have been, how things are going, to give you guys all the ins and outs of it. It is on Android 16 QPR Beta 1, so that's also a determining factor there in seeing just how well it responds with beta software. So doing Amazon Flex, let's go. Two things real quick that I want to talk about. One, shout out to Brandon, because I am running T-Mobile on the Pixel 8a. It's actually the T-Mobile Go 5G plan, I believe. And I got hooked up with this plan from Brandon. So Brandon, thank you so much for putting that line on my Pixel 8a. But real quick, for those who want to know that have the Pixel 8a and really enjoy using it, and you're on the fence, should you go and get the Pixel 9a? I'm going to tell you guys, no, you don't need to. The similarities between the 8a and the 9a are very close. There's just a few key things the 9a has over the 8a. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make that real quick. So, real quick statement. All right, let's go with the day. So one point that I do want to make with the Pixel 8a is that it's got a tremendously good battery. I've never really had an issue with it. Now, of course, the battery is not as long as the Pixel 9a as far as my usage and everything. However, I can make it through an entire day of battery with the Pixel 8a. So we're currently sitting at 96% right now. As far as the camera quality is concerned, you're about to find out right now. So I'm recording this with the Pixel 8a, and I will flip the camera on and record with the main camera sensor, followed by a series of photos taken throughout the day on my adventures doing Amazon Flex. So let's go. Right now, this is like an indoor setting of what the main cameras would be like with the Pixel 8a recording video. And so we'll zoom in. We'll zoom in as 5x zoom right here. Go back to normal. And then we'll go ultra wide. And that's indoor. If I drop the window, it's still in ultra wide. That's normal. 2x zoom. 5x zoom. 5x zoom on the tree. Normal. Ultra wide. As far as gaming is concerned, I've never really had a problem playing any of my favorite games that you would find on Android, like Pokemon Go, which I really enjoy playing. Animations are smooth, especially like if I'm, in the settings for Pokemon Go and I decide to turn on accelerated animations for 120 Hz refresh.
It does pretty good. Audio from the game is decent, and even games that require GPS tracking, like this game, they perform just fine. I have no issues at all whatsoever. And even if I play a different game, for example, like Angry Birds and stuff like that, animations are pretty good on that too as well. So gaming performance on this is not bad at all. Now, if it's heavy, extensive gaming, such as, Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of those games, first-person shooters with heavy intense graphics, Genshin Impact, any of those games, you may see just, a little bit of stutter. But games like this, they perform just fine. A quick battery update for you guys. We are currently sitting at 87% battery from the last battery stat check-in. So even with me using it for social media, recording video clip, and taking photos and just in general social media, right? Responding to comments and stuff like that. And so far, our battery's doing okay. Yeah. All right, on with the day. All right, so it's like a tight spot. My wife had to walk the package into the place, so no, I'm not visiting Cricket Wireless at all whatsoever, but battery check-in time with you guys. So about an hour later from the last time that I checked in, and now we're sitting at 79% battery, so almost 10% drop in 1 hour with me just, doing social media and stuff like that. I have noticed though, like with the battery, it is depleting a little bit faster than usual ever since I turn on the AI core settings and developer options, which basically enables Gemini Nano on this device. So I don't know if maybe the battery optimization is just reconfiguring itself with these new settings turned on, or does it actually eat the battery more with Gemini Nano? We'll have to find out in a future video, but yeah, that's where we're currently sitting at right now. We're halfway done with doing this Amazon Flex delivery order, I guess you can say. So anyways, on to the next place. All right, so it is 6:38 p.m. We are at 29% battery. So just kind of give you guys some stats here real quick. So we'll go to the battery usage, and yeah, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Mostly YouTube, and I had Helium Mobile on. That is a really big battery drainer when it's doing active mapping, so that does kill out the battery. Without that being on, without active mapping from Helium Mobile being on, then I'm pretty sure that the screen on time usage would be a lot higher. But yeah, anyways, I'll give you guys my final thoughts here in a little bit. Alright folks, so just to wrap up this video, a day spent with the Pixel 8a, let me just say that it is a pretty dang good solid phone to get today, especially if you can find it on sub $300. Worth getting. It's got a lot of good things still going for it. Obviously 7 years of software support is a very major thing here. Great battery life, even though today really wasn't the best battery life, and that just had to do with the Helium Mobile GPS mapping constantly running in background, turning on the AI core settings for Gemini Nano to be active on here, as well as where I'm at. Where I live at, I don't have the best reception, and there's a T-Mobile SIM in this device, and so because of that, if you guys don't know smartphones, when you have a very weak signal, your phone saps more battery because it's trying to maintain the connection to the nearest tower that it's connecting to. So it's going to draw a lot of power out of that. For the most part, I get pretty good battery. Maybe, a whole entire day of battery life by the time that I go to bed, which is usually around this time. I'm usually at maybe 25%, 26%. Today I'm at 14% before bed. So yeah, but aside from that, you'll be able to do what you need to do. Social media, all that stuff is present on this device. Good audios, good cameras for photography, and even for recording, quick video clips for the gram and other social platforms you may be on. Yeah, if you don't want to spend $499 on the Pixel 9a, definitely pick you up a Pixel 8a for a much cheaper price. But yeah, I had tons of fun using it for today as my main daily driver device. And so with that, signing off. Good night.